it's really important to understand what is a toxic personality. Before we dive into the reasons and the causes and the society and how to deal with this personality, it's important to know that what is the toxic personality. We don't have toxic term in the scientific literatures or research papers as far as I researched. So toxic personality is something from dark triad. And what is a dark triad? The toxic personality is best understood through the dark triad. It's based on narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. So don't worry about these terms. I will provide you some explanation and definition about them, so don't worry at all. So if you are curious to look for some of the research papers and find more information, you have to search these terms that led to the toxic personality, and they stem from a shared core noun as a dark factor. So it's characterized by willingness to benefit oneself at the expense of others while justifying that harm. So I am the person with this toxic traits, so I try to benefit myself and achieve my goals, and I don't care about other people. I have to sacrifice others, so that would be fine to expense of others. And then, because this is my goal, I bring some excuses for what I did harm to others. This is something that we call the dark factor personality. And again, it's characterized by maximize their own benefits, ignore, accept, or even cause harm to others. And they justify their selfish. Okay, I did this because I need it. I did this, I harm others because I needed to achieve my goal. Now let's talk about more about each specific term, and they might remind you of some people around you that have this kind of features, and it's very difficult to deal with them. Narcissism, grandiosity, need for admiration, entitlement. Let me provide you an explanation of the grandiosity. They have unrealistic self-importance. They see themselves as a brilliant, as a very top talent person, or they embrace themselves in a very unrealistic and exaggerated way. So this is the grandiosity. And they need for admiration. This is not the part of the literature, but most of the time they don't have self-esteem. And in order to compensate the defects within themselves, they need admiration from others. And finally, entitlement. Machiavellianism, something that I see in some business people, not all of them, a small part of them, based on my experience. I cannot make it general for everybody in the business, but I see this manipulation, cynicism, and strategic exploitation. So these people think, these people create a strategy, these people use others, they try to change the thought of others for their goals. So it's really important that these kind of people are thinking. And psychopathy is lack of empathy, impulsivity, and callousness. So they don't care about others. They don't have any feeling about others. They don't care. And they lead to aggressiveness. Finally, lack of empathy is one of the most important features of the psychopathy. So as you see, these terms are not really complex anymore. When you see this feature, I know that they remind you of some people around you. And I'm so sorry for that. So the next part, I will talk about why some of the people become toxic.